guys, and welcome back to another Social Talks. My name's Becky, and today we're going to be talking about, is sleep really bad for you? This has come from, I found an article today on the BBC website, and literally it was titled, Why a Long Night's Sleep May Be Bad For You. And reading through it, it was about this new research that had come forth saying how maybe 8 or more hours of sleep a night could be bad for you. And it's got me wondering, I sleep quite a lot at night when I can, and is it really that bad? And reading through this article, it was saying how 8 hours sleep may be too much now, 6 hours sleep is too less, and it's all coming back to the 7 hours of sleep thing. And it's got me wondering, is it the same for everyone out there? Obviously, we don't know, and it's just ongoing research, and it's really hard to say if sleep is unhealthy. You'd think that sleep, it helps your memory, it sort of rejuvenizes your body, it keeps you focused. Without so much sleep, you notice if something's wrong. You start to feel a bit more moody, you're a bit more stressy. So how can this be bad for you? The article was saying that if you had less than 6 hours or higher than 8 hours of sleep a night, you had more of an increased risk of a mortality rate. And reading through, it then started to contradict itself. It was saying how actually it could just mean that you've got depression or a health problem, you're taking sleeping pills, and this researcher was saying how it's taken that all into account, and that actually his own theory is that you may have an underlying health problem. But you never hear about someone complaining that they've had too much sleep. You always wake up feeling glorious, or at least I know I do. And how can there be no hard evidence about this, but they're trying to almost cause widespread panic? I've done a bit more research into it, and I've looked into it more, and no one can agree the ideal amount of sleep. So should we listen to this? Should we not? I'm going with ignore it. Sleep is brilliant. Yeah, sleeping too much is kind of bad, because 9 times out of 10 you'll sleep a day away. Sleeping too little, you will get grouchy. You've just got to find what your body accepts. If I don't sleep for 7, 8, 9 hours, I find it really hard to get up in the morning. And talking to some friends, they all agree the same. But why should it affect us? There's articles coming in from all over the world about sleep studies. I mean, you've got your 2 types of sleep. You've got your REM and your non-REM. REM is rapid eye movement, and that's basically when you dream. Your body goes from REM and non-REM, and you flux in between. So when you hit REM, that is your deep sleep. That is when you are dreaming. Non-REM is when you can be easily woken, effectively. And that's when you don't feel as groggy. If you wake from a deep sleep, that's when you're like, and you start to moan and you're a bit groggy. But you can get apps out there on the market now. Like for a while I had an app on my iPhone about, it was called Sleep Cycle, and it just kept track by just how much I was moving, whether I was in REM or non-REM, and how good my night's sleep should have been. And it was really interesting what could affect it, like had it been a stressful day, had I had energy drinks or caffeine, how much had I eaten, had I done something unusual, had I had alcohol, things like this, and it all affects our sleep. This article really, really interested me, because everyone sleeps, it's a natural part of life, and I just wanted to talk about it and show how almost pointless these research things are. For all we know, in 2 years' time they can tell us that if we don't sleep for 10 hours a day it's going to be bad, or if we don't sleep for 4 hours it's all bad. So it's just something to take with a pinch of salt. You've got to believe it to your own extent. So if you've got any comments on today's video, leave them down in the comment box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. If you've got any ideas on what you'd like to hear on up and coming social talks, leave those ideas down below. I'll leave the link to the article in the description. And that's been Social Talks for this week. So thanks for watching.